Okay, web design students, this is a review of how you can get your website, your project you've been working on the past few weeks on your Reclaim hosting server pretty easily. So I've been doing this demo project right here using my public domain images from the Documerica project. So I have all these images that are to be included, right, in my site. There's some extras here we don't need actually. Let's delete those. And the page opens. The images are used in custom CSS as well as. And if I open this in Chrome, you can see here's the project about the site itself. And the site still has its let's actually just look at the source for a second instead. Has its connections to the Bootstrap as well as Google Fonts and a couple of animation libraries, which I'm going to show you in class tonight. But anyway, so I have this folder on the desktop that has just the files I need that are part of the site. My custom CSS file, an HTML file. You might have more HTML files. And I happen to have all my images in a folder. You don't have to, but it's good form to do so. So I'm going to get this on go to the cPanel of my hosting account, and I'm going to go to the file manager here, and I'm going to make sure I'm in the public underscore HTML directory, and there can be a lot of files and folders in that directory. It's fine. That's the root directory. And you can't just upload a folder directly. I'm going to go to the upload link, and you can see you can select files. So if I go to select a file, and I'm at the desktop, it's going to ask me to open this. I can't upload the entire directory, and I can't upload a directory of images this way. So instead, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to compress this folder. So I'm going to control click it on the Mac and say compress Documerica, and now I have this zip file, and that I can actually upload. And once it's uploaded, I'm going to be able to uncompress it on the server. And it'll create a folder, and that will be the URL pathway for the site. And so you got to make sure that your upload location is this to the public underscore HTML or some subdirectory within public underscore HTML. All right, so it's uploaded, and we'll go back. And somewhere in here in this mess of files and folders, we should see, there it is, documerica.zip. And I can select that, and then select extract. And I want it to stay in that public underscore HTML folder, and so we'll say extract files, and we'll say close. And there's all, in my case, there's all these extra underscore Mac OS X folders that are created. We can ignore those, they're fine. But now I can see there's the Documerica folder, and we have our documerica.html. So now if I have my domain name, which in this case is rescued at present, I can follow to documerica/documerica.html. And the site will open on my server from my domain. Now that's great. One thing that's smart though is instead of having Documerica, there's a special file name. If it's index.html, which right now there's nothing there, This is a special file name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just rename my home page to index.html. And don't just do this unless you have, let's use this, rename. We'll say, if you have links within your site back to a home page with a different name than HTML, you need to edit that first. But if you don't, like I don't, because I didn't bother to make the about page in this case, if it's your only file, then you can do this. And not only is this, when I refresh, it's going to go to that page, but also index.html on the server is a special file, and if I delete it, it's the default page for a directory. So now I can go directly to the site without pointing to a specific .html file. All right, so I hope this helps in your last day of how to make sure you get your site up on your server, which then you can link to in your final blog post.